Okay. This is super weird. Hmm. Okay, Saret. I don't know what's happening because I can't see me on my other phone. I can't see me on the other phone. I don't know. The first one, it kept saying reconnect, reconnect. It just kept saying reconnect. So I turned my phone off and then turned it back on because I tried to come live again and it wouldn't go through. It wouldn't let me try to do a thumbnail. And then I said, let me turn the phone off and then turn it back on. But it wouldn't, it still wouldn't let me do a thumbnail. So I don't know. It's not saying reconnect now. So I don't know what that was about. Yeah. So thanks for coming back, Saret. Let me see. Hey, good food. How you doing? Refresh the other phone now. Okay, let me refresh the other one. Um, nope, it's just showing me that I got an upcoming. It's showing up as an upcoming. I don't know what's going on. Let me try to turn this phone off. I don't know. That's weird. I want to. Yes, let me see. Refresh. Okay, let me go all the way out of YouTube. Hold on. Let me go all the way out and come back in. Yeah, I tried to click on it and it just gave me that timer where it count down. But wait, I just closed all the way out of it. Let me see if I can find it now. That's super weird. Okay, now I see it. Now it's on there. Okay. Okay, how y'all doing today? Should we start the lights? Okay, hey Chris. How you doing, good food? Hey Mark. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all know it is Tip Tuesday, so y'all can bring y'all tips in here where y'all want to. My tip is going to be for parents who could possibly, well, that's not even a tip. I don't even know how. I'm just devastated about the school shooting. That's what I'm devastated about. And I guess I cannot say what I want to say because that's not everybody's reality to be able to do so. But man, how you been doing, Mark? Let me see. Hey, Saret and Chris. Good food said. Yes, did y'all hear about that? And what's crazy is that it happened right here in Wisconsin, y'all. Madison is literally like 2 hours from here. Madison is like 2 hours from here. And that happened. And apparently, I didn't get the details. I don't know if y'all might know more than I do, because I don't watch the news. So I gotta hear a little bit from here, a little bit from there. That's how I get all news. I just piece it up, and that's how I find out about anything going on. But yes, but I believe it was a school that was like from, you know those schools how they're doing like kindergarten all the way through a high school now. I believe it was one of those kind of schools, and I should have probably got before. I don't. I guess I wasn't bringing it up as a topic. I was just like, as I was putting this live together, I was thinking about it. But I heard, I believe that three people or three children um passed away, and I think it was. But hey, Angel Mom. And I thought that it was supposed to be. Angel Mom, do you know more about the incident, about the school shooting that happened here from Wisconsin where I am? Let me see. I don't like those type of schools. What type of school was it, Mark? Tell me what type of school. Was it a certain kind of type of school? Please hit the like button, Surrett said. Everybody is speaking. Okay, so what kind of school was it? Hey, yours truly. Y'all tell me if y'all know what kind of school. All I know it happened at a school. Oh, you talking about you don't like those kids? I never liked those. Thanks so much. Was that Angel Mom? Dang it. I gotta let me put this thing up in my face. I don't like those kind of schools either with that. Yes, it's not even K. I mean, first grade. I mean, yeah, first grade, Mark. They do it from like K3, K4, all the way through high school. In my kids' school district where they went to school at, that's, what's that? Angel Mom. Hold on, let me get my thing. Because I forgot. I can see it when I look at it from a different chat. Hold on, y'all. Because I don't want to miss that. Hold on. Let me turn me down. Okay, that's Angel Mom. Chris, okay, hold on. Angel Mom sent the gift. Thank you so much, Angel Mom, for that $10 jewel. Chris, thank you for that. Not $10 jewel. 10. Peach Jewel. Thanks for the 30 jewels, Chris. And Angel Mom, thank you for that 30 jewel. I appreciate y'all. But Mark, yes, I don't is it a charter school? Okay, so it's a charter school. But I never liked that. I was telling y'all the district. Yes, thanks for the gifts, Angel Bob and Chris. That my kids' school, after like a couple years after they graduated, they start making this high school they went to, because in a district where my kids went to, we all had a preschool they all went to. They all went to an elementary school. They all went to the elementary school. They all went to the high school. So it was almost like a square. And so that's how my kids went to school there. But a couple years after the first, like after about a year after they graduated, they closed down not the elementary, but they had like a preschool for them. They closed down the preschool. Then a couple years later, they closed down the elementary school. Then they kind of, now they're in between like the middle school and high school, but I never liked that. I'm like, why are you forcing 3 and 4 year old kids to go to school with 12th graders? I could never, and I know that it's so convenient for parents that got kids of different ages, but I could never get that. And I'm so happy that my kids was done with school period before that became a thing, because I don't know. I don't know if I wanted my kids to go to school with younger kids, and if my kids was younger, I wouldn't want them to go to school with older kids like that. Let me see. Good Food said, are they charging the parents? That's the new thing. I don't know. If they, hey, Trical, I don't know if they're charging the parents. Chris said stuff like that happens um, everywhere. Absolutely, it happens everywhere. It happens. Hey, Shonda Thoughts. Angel Mom said, good food. Turn the news on. Now, yeah, y'all turn on the news and let me know, because I should have saw something about, but I don't watch the news up under no circumstances, so I have to wait until I get all the pieces from people. Let me see. Mark says, see the Haitian spaghetti on TikTok. Look fire. How they do it? They do what, spaghetti different? You gonna make me look at what is different about it, Mark? And it's just pasta and sauce? They do something different with it? Everybody's speaking. It's too much influence. And okay, so me and my best friend was just on the phone talking about it. But that's what made me think about it. Was talking about it. And she was saying, and they're probably gonna say the parents had something to do with that. Crazy people come on campus all the time. Yes. But I said, do we have to, Mark, it's good. Yes, I mean. Oh, Sriracha, you got to tell me what that means. Tell me what that means after we finish with this, because I want to ask with the situations like this. I don't know what that specific situation is, but I know that we cannot always say the parents. But a lot of times we can say the parents. But it's individualized on what actually happened, I think, because just because something happens does not automatically mean it came from a parent, because there's so much influence on other kids in school and so much social media, where back in the day we could say, well, what was the parent, where was the parents, and all of that. But now, because social media has such a much bigger influence, can we keep on saying that? That's what I was thinking. Hey, Nicole, it do sound good, Trical. Let me see, Trical, it look good too. Yes. Hey, talking over Maria, how you doing? Stop by to say hi and hit the like button. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, so y'all tell me. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We got 10 people in the chat so far. I appreciate all 10 of y'all being in the chat. Suresh said, I agree. We can't just blame the parents, right? Because it's so much more influence. So much more influence. And like, I can even think about like now, right now, if my daughter decided to do something, well, she big and overgrown now, but I'm just saying, would I be responsible for something if I taught her something this way and she did something the other way? Then I got to be responsible because she was influenced by herself. The kids have their own mind. Herself, somebody she knew, social media. Like, I don't want people to keep pointing the finger at me, because I don't feel like I have to be a direct influence. No, not a direct influence. A direct result of why she did something, or about the son, or whoever it might be. Like, if I told you something, you decide to go do something else crazy, I don't want to be responsible for that. And I don't want my parents to be responsible, because I did a lot of crazy stuff. And I don't want my parents to be responsible. Like, I was just talking about how I skip school all the time. I will always go to all these skip out parties. My mom and them to this day, like I still got to tell her. I said I got to do it on interview. I got to tell her that I was at the skip out party. She don't know nothing about. She don't even know. Probably don't even know what a skip out party is. But was somebody going to blame my mom because I went to a skip out party? Like that's crazy. Let me see. Let me read. Let me see. Send it to me, Mark. Send it to me too, Mark. I want to see. Dimples said, "Hey Dimples, how you doing? Hey, got my other child. How you doing, Dimples? Thanks for those palm trees." Good Food said, "The authorities are blaming the parents now because it's happening more often." Wait a minute, Good Food. So they're blaming the parents just because it happens, or they're blaming the parents once they investigate and find out that the parent. Like, remember when they had that one time where the father bought the piece for the son? He actually bought it and knew that he had it, and then after that, I could probably say, even though I don't know all of the specifics, but if it was a fact that you bought it for your son and you didn't closely monitor it after that, when you knew that anything by mistake would hurt yourself, hurting the family, hurting friends, hurting going to school, all that could be an issue. Did you not monitor the where that thing was at all times? Did you not do that? So could that have been the thing? Now, if that's the case, then okay, maybe so. But I think it's just still individual. Let me see. Carla. Hey, Carla. Hey, Gemma. And everyone. Thanks for coming in, Carla. Everybody speaking. Suresh said, if they got the weapon from home, then maybe because why wasn't it secure? Yes, that kind of thing. Hey, Brooklyn born. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. That if it was there, it was not put away properly and things like that, then yes, I can see that. But just the outright say, because I'm sure this is happening where these people, I mean, these kids or the people that have that, it's not always a parent purchasing it or not giving it to them or having one, like they borrow it from their friends, everything. Sometimes they might take it from somebody else to do it, anything. Wait, where's Mama's interview? Right, I gotta put that thing together, like for real, like next week. I gotta start, maybe this week I need to work with putting the questions together, so maybe no later than next week we can go ahead and do it. Let me see. Chris said exactly so right. Good Food said it could be something going on in the school, but they want to overlook that and blame the parent. Exactly. Because a lot of times, how many times do we hear about the bullying going on? We hear about all that bullying going on, and it goes on within the school, and sometimes the parents don't even know that it's going on. So if they don't even know that somebody is bullying their child, or that their child is the bully, how could they fix that situation when they don't even know that it's going on? Let me see. Hey, Carla Dimple, the Brooklyn Surrest said, everybody speaking. Angel Mom said, them investigating makes more sense. Yes. Yes, like that has to be investigated. Like you can't just be blaming parents off the rip like that. Hello, beautiful. So Red Dimple said, let me see. Good Food said they want to place blame on the parents because they feel the parents should be monitoring their children to know what's going on. Shaking my head. This world is crazy, getting crazier by the second. Yes, it is. And the thing about it, so are the parents, I guess depending on how like the shootings happen or whatever, can the parents get up, say goodbye to their children, drop them off at school or send them off to a bus stop, go to work, the child goes to get that weapon, goes to school, do what they're doing, then the parents get blamed for that? All I did was get up and try to send them to school and I just went to work like I did every other day? That's when it gets so tricky. Angel said hi. Angel Mom said, I said hi, and it's a little thing there. What is that little thing there, Angel Mom? I don't know what that means. Let me look over here. It says Angel Mom. I don't know what it's saying. It's not saying nothing about your name. That's weird, Angel Mom. I don't know what it's doing right there. Hey, Carla and Dimples. Hello, Special Ability Learning. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Chris said hi to Special. Surrett said, how would one know if your child is a bully? Is the bully? Because I don't. do bullies. How can you know? Some parents can know, and they might think it's cute. I'm not saying that doesn't exist, because I'm sure it's a lot of different. I'm sure it's a lot of different situations, but I'm sure that a lot of, if I was a bully in school, why would I go home and tell my parents that I'm a bully? And if the school don't tell me, or if the child is being bullied and they're scared to tell the administration that I'm being bullied, how am I as a parent supposed to know that my child is bullying? And if my child is being bullied and they're scared to come home and tell me because they've been threatened, how would I know if my child is being bullied? Like, if they're really scared, because you got to think of it as a child, because some people say, well, your child should feel like they can come and talk to you. Right, but if a child is feeling like, I can come tell you this, but regardless of what I tell you, I am going to have to own up to the fact that I got to come back to the school every day that you keep sending me to, and I'm gonna suffer the consequences if I chose to tell you. They may feel like they can't tell you. The same way a lot of people don't tell, or a lot of kids don't tell what's going on in their own household, because they feel like, I have to live here anyway. What's going to happen? I still got to live here. So that's what I think. How do you know that? This is an interesting topic. Yes, special ability learning. Hey, Gubs girl. Hey, Mom. Did I say hi to Yvonne? I don't remember you saying you coming in here. Let me see. Andrew Mom said they're having a visual, not all, and investigating. They're looking at the social media and talking to their parents. And that's what I think is happening more. Aren't they more and more saying that they are going into their computers and finding out all this stuff is going on behind the parents' back and all that? So a lot of times, not all times, I don't know what the percentage of the time, literally parents do not know. They don't know what these kids are doing. Like, literally, like, I get so mad even when I walk in the room. They have so many cartoons that have so many curse words on it. Now, I'm not gonna say that my grandkids have never heard me curse. I understand that, but if I'm thinking I'm allowing them to watch something on their YouTube children's channels, I want to make sure I can limit how much I cuss in front of them. And maybe that's all the cussing I want them to have. Maybe I don't want to open up the doors for the cartoons to do the cussing too. I'll listen to what they say, and them cartoons will be just as animated, cussing up a storm. And I'm like, turn that off now. Because even when we had cartoons back then, the most we'll see is Bugs Bunny or Roadrunner getting hit by a car or something like that. But they wouldn't cuss it and all of that. Like, that wasn't necessary. Like, let me determine if I want my kids to hear cussing and how much I want them to hear it. I don't need the cartoons to bag me up and make sure they get more than what they need. Tilo said there's a place, there's a place to touch on your live to say. What you mean, Tilo? There's a place to touch on your live to say hi. Oh, is it? What? Hold on. Now, what is this goal thing I see? Make a super chat more fun with a goal. Set a goal to engage with your audience on a new day. Once you reach your goal, celebrate your... Oh. Super chat color. Set a timer. What? Oh, I never saw it. Y'all see this? Angel Mom, you ever saw that? It's telling me to do a goal. It says start a goal. And it has something else on there. Okay, so place where it said say hi. I don't see that. YouTube is doing, I don't have the say hi thing. YouTube is doing so many different things. I don't know. I can't even keep up with it. It was supposed to be a thing. T1000 was saying in Justice's chat. It was supposed to be some kind of thing where if we went live with members only 2 times and made 2 members only posts, we were supposed to get a $200 bonus. But I think she said today or yesterday was the last day. So they got so much going on. Okay, so that's what Angel Mom was doing. Parents need to secure their kids' tools. Yeah, absolutely. If they know they got one. It's a new feature. I don't see it on my end. Is this going to be a state-by-state law or federal? I don't know. Kids will probably be able to take whatever in January? What? Lord, them great kids, they never go to school. Let me see. I don't play that mess. I teach my kids to leave children alone. Yes, you never know what's going on at home. Exactly. Tilo said, Chris, right, my first time seeing it, but since um but saves time texting in the chat. Oh, okay. Nope, I never saw that. Man, I don't see it on my end. Maybe I gotta be signed out into a different account. Hey, Nate22. Hey, Drag Queen. Look at y'all. We got 20 people in the chat, y'all. Yes, I need to try that, T-Lo. Hey, Booby. Special Ability Learning said, the fact is some of these children bullied can't speak out due to their, due to fear of being bullied. Some more, right? Yeah. So, but like, I would think if I was bullied, I would think that. So it's very important as parents to have an effective communication with their child at home. Yes. And I feel so sorry. Like, Booba, you are on here. Like, you are on here. You know, we never had to go. I never had to experience no bullying because I told you I come from a really big family. My father is one of 11 and my mother is one of 10. So we always had our cousins. Like, we were always deep in the cousins in our schools. I had no time was without being with at least 5 cousins of some degree, if it was first cousins or second cousin, whatever, in the building with me. So it was always, back in my day, a thing like, you don't want to mess with her. She come with them camels. Or you don't want to mess with her. She come with them Howard. You know, whatever it was always that way. So literally, I have never experienced that and never had no desire to be bullying on nobody. But I don't even think bullies was um, that it was on the forefront of, I don't think it was a lot of bullies back then or something, because I don't remember a lot of stuff like that going on. When we was little, we had an elementary school that most of our neighborhood went to, then most of us went to the middle school, then most of us went to the high school. So to say, even though I had cousins there, I was going to school with people I grew up with in our neighborhood. These were like my brothers and sisters going to each school, and maybe sometimes we'll have some people who came in from different schools or whatever, but we never had that issue. And I feel sorry for kids that got to go to a school and actually have to, instead of worrying about what they need to worry about with school, like it's already a lot for kids to just have friends that want to be their friends and, all that whole social thing that it used to be. You cracked the case. What did I do? Soaking in the bath. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen. Hold on, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Isn't this some kind of commercial thing? A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I don't know what that was. Some kind of commercial coming through my speaker, and I wasn't even in another phone. I don't know what that was about. But with all of the things that kids have to go through with just being a kid and going to school, I couldn't imagine going through bullying too. Like, as a parent, it has to be zero tolerance. Like, I think if I was a parent of a child that's in school now, one time if I heard about the bullying, my kids would have to come out to school. Because at that point, now I have to be scared about what you're going to do to my child because they told me that you were bullying them. Now, what you're going to do, because if you get in trouble for it, how are you going to come back on my child like that? It'll be too scary. Let me see. Special Ability Learning said your child should be able to talk to you about anything that happens in their life. They should, but if they're being threatened, like just the same way that we have things happen in people's household where people are 40 and 50 years old saying, I didn't feel like my mom or my dad would listen. They didn't feel like that. So they're just scared about what might happen. And I think if anything would have happened to me, I can't say because nothing happened for me to have to tell nobody. But in my mindset, of course, this is an adult. And me thinking back on the kind of child I was, I would have thought, okay, but if I tell, like, my dad was my superhero. But if I tell, I kind of like know my dad would be gone because he probably would do whatever. Or this person probably would have threaten me where I'll be like, because don't they say stuff that they might do to the parents and all that, and then kids might say, well, I don't want nothing to happen to my mom and dad, so I'm not going to tell. Like, all of that, all of those things can happen. Gracie's world is safe. Yes, that's it. Gracie's world is safe. Let me see. Wow, I had no idea. Cartoon booby, so bad, so bad. I'm talking about hard F-bombs. Let me see. Angel Mom said I saw another content creator use the goal. Let me see if I can set the goal right fast, y'all. Pick a goal. Okay, you pick a goal here. Okay, super chat color. Uh, okay, I guess you pick a color. Share how you'll celebrate. Okay, I don't. Let me see if it'll. Okay, get inspired with examples. Okay, I just said it. I'll see what happens. I never saw that before. Your goal is live. Share with your audience to get excited. Yeah, I think it's like, what did I say? So I said for 10 light blue super chats in 30 minutes. It's supposed to be 10 light blue super chats to see if I get 10 light blue super chats in 29, well, 30 minutes. Now it's 29 minutes and 30 seconds. So that's what that is. I never saw that before. It says continue. Hold on. Remove the continue. Okay, I guess it's on there. Okay, Angel Mom said, okay, Angel Mom. Yep, I just tried to do it. Stand out with a super chat. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, let's see if it works, y'all. Let's see what they say. They said if I get, I don't know, it's some kind of super chat. I guess some kind of super chat gold thing you can put on here. Okay, YouTube is so original. Right. Let's see. Let's steal everything from TikTok. Exactly. That's what it seemed like. T1000. I was telling them that you told us about that bonus for the members thing, but I didn't see it. Chris said, tip, wash your hands. Yes, wash your hands. Absolutely. Behind everything, especially this time of year. Tito said, Chris, I like Gracie's, but my teen daughter laughs and thinks she's lame. Yeah, she might have grew out of it a little bit, but I like Gracie's Corner. She be jamming. Thank you for that rose, Chris. Angel Mom said, I used to say, hi. I used to say the hi in my chat. Thank you, Chris, for the balloons. I appreciate you. Let me go to the chat. Thank you for the jewel. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I didn't get down there far. Hold on, let me get down because I see it on this phone, but not this phone. Hey, Caitlin, Special Case said parents should also watch for these signs, like when your child starts giving excuses to avoid school. Yes, those are things you can look at. Look up. If anybody has had any situation and bullying, they could drop a tip, like if their child was bullied or their child was a bully, and something that parents could look out for. Can y'all drop it in chat? Because I never had no experience with that before. Let me see. Or when they start losing their valuable items. Yes. Okay, Nay used the high feature. It says said hi and it looked like a little hand. Thanks, Nay. Chris said, Tito, I love Gracie's. And her veggie song. Isn't too cute? Hey, Laverne. How you doing, Laverne? You made it in. 2000 said, Grandma, I checked it. It still shows. Wait. It still shows on my end. So I don't know. Maybe because I did already. I don't know. I would have made, if I thought that it was something that I could do, I would have made this one members only. I don't see it nowhere on there. So I'm thinking like some of the content creators got jewels, some of them didn't. So I'm thinking maybe some of them got the bonus and I didn't get it. I even looked through my email all the way through December and I didn't see an email for it either. So I was like, maybe they didn't select me for that. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Let me see. Saret said, that's so true, special ability. Absolutely. Chris said, tip, you cannot outrun a bear. Girl, I can't outrun nobody. I can't outrun nobody. Definitely not a bear. Let me see. B Will said exactly. We were each other's best friends. Yeah, but we just was all best friends. A whole bunch of best friends going to school. We didn't have that at our school. It just didn't happen like that. And I don't even know if it happened to other people. I can't even say it happened to us. I don't remember nobody being bullied by nobody, to tell you the truth. And I just didn't see it. Chris said, yes, my cousin confronted the girl who was trying to beat me up. And back then, I think that's all you probably would have needed. Hey, Indigo. Let me see. Angel Mom said, did y'all hear that? I was like, what is that commercial like thing? Lord, let me see. Drag Queen said, if you're if your child is being bullied or the bully Pay attention to their behavior. Yes. As parents, like I didn't I'm always my parents I mean my kids are 30 and 32. So I wouldn't have no situation like that going on. But if y'all have like y'all as parents, when and if y'all got kids in school, y'all gonna have to I might not have a lot of information on it. Maybe I need to find out some information and just give y'all what they're statistically and saying and what they're saying in research and bring it back for y'all because y'all gonna have to look out for that. It's a new damn time and it's being normalized. You heard it too, Tito? Okay, so I know I'm not going crazy. I'm looking like, where did that noise come from? 23 people in the chat. Thank y'all. Mark said, how do you feel about schools and uniforms? I feel my kids have, well, they did go to a uniform school for a minute. They went to that school for a minute because me and my sister wanted to put our kids together. So they went there for a minute. But I took them back out. But I don't remember what was it. I think it had to be something made me mad to take them out, right? But they were in the uniforms for a minute. But I've always, y'all heard it? I've always agreed with the uniforms. Let me tell you why. Yes, it was audible. Yeah, y'all heard that. I don't know what that was. It just came through my speaker. Hey, Tiffany Adventures. Suresh said, please teach your child young about bullying because we have some overgrown bullies out here. Absolutely, yes. Be Well said, I can't imagine sending my kids to school these days. I wouldn't be able to do it. I just wouldn't be able to do it. Let me see. Chris, that was strange. Yes, I'm coming down, y'all. Then we're going to talk about those uniforms. True indeed. Chris said, Caitlin knows I'm crazy and will be able to school. Yes. Yes, Go Girl said, always stress to my granddaughter. Talk to me. Yes, regardless of what. Yes, threats are made. We can handle it. Absolutely. You got to preach that to them. Let me see. Joy Queen said, I was bullied as a child. Mom found out because she found a knife on me. I was going to doing the bully. See how kids, and then so if you would have did that, then you would have been perceived the aggressor. That kind of stuff is so sad. I don't like that. Yvonne said hi. Thank you, Yvonne. Let me see. Mark, we are going to talk about that. I just want to go down first. I had a student bring a machete to school because she had been threatened at the bus stop. You see, these kids are feeling like they got to go to school to defend themselves. Not to learn, but to straight out save their life. That don't make no sense. Good Food Good Mess says, well, my daughter, thank you for that. Who was that? That was Tiffany Adventures. Thank you for that. 10 jewels. I appreciate you. Good Food, Good Mess said, when my daughter was getting bullied, I made her fight because the school wasn't doing nothing to stop it. I was even trying to do a meeting to confront the parents. My child won't fight, but their mom, right? Exactly. Angel Mom, thank you so much for that super. What is that super chat? No, super sticker. Yes. Y'all gonna let the it says that I'm supposed for the goal is supposed to be 10. Oh, I got 5. It said, wait, I gotta get down. It says I got 5 on this phone. Okay, wait. Okay, Vaughn said, Chris, a machete, how did they get into school? Right. As big as it is, it had to be bigger than them. Thank you, Tiffany, for saying hi. Yes, Angela Indigo said, Chris, a child brought a can in a sock, girl. Old school. Now, there must have been a parent that told that. A can in a sock to school to fight. During the school day. Oh, during the school days. Yeah. Back in their days. Okay, right. I thought you meant nowadays. I'm going to say, oh, somebody talked to me like that. Thank you, Saret. Okay, let me see. Saret said, let's help get my reach to the super chat goal. Yes. 2 down, 8 to go. Yes. Thank y'all. Chris said, Yvonne, it was elementary school. So, no metal detectors. Oh, look at that. They got to put metal detectors in daycares at this point. Thank you, Chris, for that super sticker. Good for Good Mess said, my daughter didn't want to go. What she said? My daughter didn't want to go, girl, boo. Oh, but we don't run. We handle things. Let me see. We handle things head on. When she started fighting, I didn't have no problem with the bully no more. That's how. But that is the back in the day. It was a thing like you better hit them back. You better, and with my kids, I was like, if anybody touch you, you better knock them out. I used to always tell them or whatever. But nowadays, they literally go risk their life because if they come back to the school another day, somebody's gonna feel like either you tried to do me in, or you did get the best of me, and I'm getting ready to get the best of you by means of a weapon. Yvonne said, Chris, I know that was scary seeing the baby with that big, right? Because what could have happened? Tiffany said, hi. Saret said, let's go 7 more super chats. Thanks, Saret. I've seen a lot. Dave, I truly, I know you have, Chris. Nicole said, put it to the test. Thank you, Nicole. That's cute. That's cute. They coming up with all kind of stuff on here now, y'all. Saret said, woo, woo, thanks, Nicole. Let me see, 6 more super chats. Chris says some kids get in trouble for not wearing their uniforms and parents are to blame. Who else could be to blame for that? Other than thanks T1000 for that super sticker. Saret said, you rock T1000. Yes. T1000, Chris said, Gubs Girl has been a silver member for 7 months. Thank you, Gubs Girl. Saret said, Gemma is halfway to me there. Go, y'all. Show support by dropping a super chat. Any amount, y'all. Hey, Terrence B, how you doing? Indigo said, Gamma, what do you think about school zero tolerance policy? In my opinion, that creates a bully because the aggressive and the victim get punished. That's a good. What I don't even have no pen right now. We got to go back to. I was trying to get down to the comments. I'm so far up. We're going back to that about the zero tolerance and about the uniform. Thank you, Gubs Girl, for that $1.99 super not super chat, super sticker. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Indigo, thank you. Y'all getting that, making that goal. Let me see. For your $5 super sticker, Indigo, thank you. Let me see. Chris said, hey, Indigo. She said, hey, ladies. Saret said she's almost a 10. Look at you keeping up with it. Okay, I'm at the bottom. Okay, let's go with Mark's first. Mark, this is my opinion about the uniforms. Like, my kids I think they probably didn't have no more than a semester. I don't even think they went to the school for for a whole year. It was a private school. So I put them in there, taking them out of the school that I told y'all that was in our subdivision or whatever, right? Okay, so what I did like about the school is that I like that kids, and to this day I feel like that. Like I feel like it's so much competition in kids' mind with thinking, my mom bought me this, my mom bought me this, and other children not being able to be in that position and what it does to their self-esteem sometimes. Like every child is not strong enough to take that as something different from being a misfortune. They take it as a misfortune. And because I think school is not a place for you to compete for a dress, that would cut all that down. It would nip everything in the bud. All y'all gonna look the same. All y'all gonna have the same shirt on. Y'all gonna have the same pants on. So now y'all can skip all that judging kids and y'all go straight to what y'all supposed to be here for to learn. So I particularly, personally, I absolutely agree. Even though my kids only had that one semester, I really did like it because I think as a whole, kids need that. Or I think it's a good tool to help kids not to have another place of judgment. I really believe that. I believe that, and I stand on that. I've thought, and this is not even coming from a parent whose child was in it. I just watched how the way a kid dressed what that can do to another child. And no, the parents are not responsible for other kids feeling like that. But school is not supposed to be a fashion show. It's not supposed to be about fashion. It's not supposed to be about being judged in that area. It's just another way for kids to click up and get in groups and all of that. And that's not what school is really supposed to be about. So I really believe in that. Now, we had a question about the zero tolerance. Hold on a second. So I said, did y'all remember to hit the like button? The school never, hold on. The school new term, mutual combat, is literally used when you are defending yourself. Okay. Okay, but let's go. I want to go back to do I believe in the zero policy? Okay, she said, in her opinion, she was saying that she thinks it forms a bully. And I think that saying zero tolerance is extreme can be, I'm not going to say can be extreme, because if you look at the circumstances of each individual case, everything does not have to be like absolute, because it could be two friends that really You can sometimes take those two kids and use that as a learning lesson. You can get those kids together. I don't care, even if you want to do something like, I couldn't have a school because I've been a did, okay, y'all did that to each other. If it wasn't serious, we ain't talking about bringing no weapons or nothing, but it wasn't serious. You just thought that you was going to threaten that child. I've been pulled y'all two out, made y'all go into all of the classes in one single class, only the two of y'all. Y'all wouldn't have no other access to nobody but the two of y'all for like a whole month. Now, after 30 days, when y'all only have the two of y'all to deal with, I want to see if y'all want to be mad at each other or do y'all become best friends. But that's like in a minor case. But if it's anything with weapons at all, I think it should be absolute zero tolerance for it at all. But like I said, all of that stuff don't have to be something individualized, because with the zero tolerance, like she said, a lot of times that means that both children get put out. So that means I'm going to get in trouble anyways. So it didn't matter if I was trying to uphold what I've been taught or just not to be that type of person. I'm going to be punished. And I never believe in people being punished for other people. Even in the classroom, when they say, everybody put your heads down, everybody going to do that. That's the problem I always have with my kids going to school. If my kid did something, let them be responsible for that without other kids having to be responsible. If other kids did it, don't make my child responsible for it. I think that it has to be individualized. And they have to take the time out to do that instead of always trying to get what's easier. She's almost at 10 super chats. Who got the next one? Sarah said, I agree, Chris. Good Food said, the school new okay, mutual combat is literally used when defending yourself. Sarah said, did you remember to hit the like button, y'all? Let me see. Yep, it looked like everybody got that like button. Okay, let me see. Advocate, what is that? Advocate Fit your black and brown kids, your black and brown kids to stay in school. Oh, advocate for your black and brown kids to stay in school, not out of school. Suspension, that never made sense to me either. What is the sense of saying you did this or that? And like, because if I'm a child and I feel like I want to bully, I'll just bully on the fourth day. You said I got to stay out of school 3 days. I'm going to probably get mad at all the time, and I'm going to do it on the fourth day. So I never understood what the out-of-school suspension meant. I could see in school with a lot of restrictions and limitations in the school so that you can still be in your school setting. I never understood that. Jerry Queen says she likes uniform too. Chris said the tip, wash those kids' coats and jackets. And Chris said that the people talking about, last time she said they're talking about the folks that don't wash the kids' jackets and their coats. Wash those coats, she said. She said, I'm serious though. Let me see. What about the shoes though? What about the shoes, Nicole? Tell me what you mean about what about the shoes. Sarah said, I get it. But at a certain age, it can be it could be a way to show your creativity, individual. That is true. And I get that. And I can even see if they had days set a time for that, Saret. I could see that. But and even if stuff wasn't like it is today, but because we know it's like it makes people have a judgment. You can have a parent that really can't even afford a roof over their head, but they will go out and get a certain kind of shoe. That don't mean that the family is more financially set. It just means that the parents' priority was in the shoe. But kids don't know how to take that, and they want to they perceive it as, if you don't have it, your family is too poor to get it if you don't have it. And so because it's being split up, like kids are being split up in so many different ways, and bullying is it's being more prevalent on kids who can't afford specific kind of clothes, because so much, we didn't have a whole lot of design. I don't know if we had any designer clothes in middle school or in maybe in middle school, but not in elementary. But now these kids are learning this in daycare. So like, because the times have changed, I just think that I definitely agree with what you're saying. And if they chose a day for that, or if they held activities for that, that would be one thing. But everyday thing and having kids do what they do and separate social groups in that way, I would vote. If I had to vote, I would vote for uniforms because of that. Because I just don't want kids to have to be another barrier to their education. And it is. Trickout, thank you. I appreciate you for the $2 super sticker. T1000 said, I'm glad they came up with uniforms. It protects kids from being picked on. I think it does. Everyone is dressed the same. Like, but I understand what Red is saying too. But if I had to vote on one, I would say uniforms, because they can still, your parents are not saying that. You still can show your creativity on the weekends when you don't have school. Maybe if they had certain days where they could dress down, they could bring that on those days. Or if they had events happening, they could dress for those days. But for that being a basis of your learning Monday through Friday, I would bet against it. I would vote against it. I really would. Sweat said, yes, Tracal, you just helped get out with achievement goal. Thank you, Tracal. Thank you, Tracal. Thank all of y'all. I appreciate y'all. That was nice. That was nice. Let me see. They can still wear Jordans with the uniforms, though. That is true. That maybe that's what Nicole was talking about. Maybe that's why Nicole said, what about the shoes? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. And because I know that kids, because I know, like if it was for me, I would say, and you pick these three kind of shoes. We're gonna have 4 or 5 shoes. Y'all, whichever one y'all like best, y'all can pick that. And the only reason why I stay is because kids will take those uniforms and say, oh, okay, I might not be able to wear my whatever clothes I want to wear, but I'm gonna wear my Jordans to make my statement. They can still make those statements with shoes. So the uniforms don't require you having a certain kind of shoe, but if it was up to me and for what I believe in those uniforms, y'all would have about 5 styles that y'all could choose from. And if you don't, I mean, well, you wouldn't have no other choice. You would have to pick one of those styles. They all would cost the same amount. So all it would be is you having a choice of what you want to wear. When you get home, you would be able to wear all that stuff you want to wear. For me, for me looking over the years about what influenced just a little thing like clothes, which does not set a standard, because like I said, you have parents out here that won't pay their rent in order to buy a shoe. So it don't mean that you have no more than the next person. It just means that your priorities is in a name. That's what it means. Your priority for your kids is in a name. So you cannot say that a child that does not wear a certain brand is unfortunate, or is got some misfortunes in their household, because sometimes people's priorities are just not in a name like that. They just don't care about that. They don't care, and their kids are not raised to care, so the kids don't care either. So to be fair, and for the purposes of what I would do it for, I would say it's going to be uniforms from head to toe. Maybe you know how they have it where you can have a little skirt, you can have the pants, you can have this kind of shirt or that kind of shirt, but it would be like a catalog where that's all you can wear at school. That's it. Because these kids get bullied just for those reasons. That's a big reason why kids get bullied sometimes. And then sometimes it's on the other foot. It can be kids that don't have that will start bullying the kids that do have it too. And because they're mad because they can't get it. Or the kids that have it want to bully the kids that don't. It's just too much. It's just too much. If I had it my way, it wouldn't be a part of it. Because they don't have, what you got on really does not have nothing to do with learning in the building at all. 2 more super chats to go. Who got next? I thought you said your cow got it. I had a phone call and wasn't sure if it went through. Yes, I thought you said your cow did it, Saret. Let me see. Hence why I have parent conferences tomorrow morning about the bullying, Chris. Thank you for saying hi, Tiffany. I gotta see what the hi feature is. I never saw it, and it's not really showing up. It says Tiffany Adventure said hi and with a thumbs up. So I don't know if that's what y'all saying. Let me see. Don't place a blanket statement on my son. What did it say, Chris? Oh boy, Chris, get him. Chris said, yep, you gotta speak up for your child. Let me see. Get your glasses, Kim. Oh Lord, you already know, Saret. Okay, don't y'all get started. Help get my Richard goal by dropping a super chat. Any amount counts. Coat smelling like fried fish, and we look. Oh yes, they better get those coats washed. Not fried fish, Saret said. With old grease, Saret. Oh my God. To 1,000 laughing. Good food said, no french fries, Chris. Right. Nicole said, my niece and nephew get the most expensive possible. Their uniforms were school colors and yet name. Wait, hold on. My nieces and nephews get the most expensive possible. Their uniforms were school colors and yet name brand. Really? Hmm. Okay, let me see. Gubs Girl said, yes, I agree with uniforms. I do too, Gubs Girl. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Thank you, yours truly, for that $4.99 super. Y'all sure out today for that $4.99 super sticker. Thank y'all. Two more super chats to go, Sarette said. Sarette said, nope. Yours truly said, I got one. Yep. Thanks so much, y'all. Let me see. Sarette said, one more. Let's see who get it. She said, okay, Laverne said, some schools in New York City have uniforms and some schools only allow certain shoes to wear. Really? Now, I never heard about that, Laverne. I didn't know no schools got down with the shoe limitations, but really, yes, uniforms should be head to toe. I believe so too, Chris, because the what's for the if that's their purpose. What is what is the purpose of y'all saying y'all got the uniforms? But if the purpose is so that you can limit the grouping of kids, then why don't you know that those shoes will definitely become a part? Like if anything, kids, even if they didn't have the shoes, the kids will start doing hair. If they start saying you can't tell me what to do with my hair, they'll find something to, make be the thing, but you can help by limiting it to me. To me, I think so. Hi, Kenya Samsung. A guy I went to school with, hold on. A guy I went to school was always, a guy I went to school with, I think you were saying, was always teased every day about his shoes, clothes, and not getting a haircut. Once an adult, he a, robbed a Denny's. Oh, a Denny's. Robbed a Denny's. Oh, and two employees, and ended up getting the electric chair. You see that? And you know what? You reminded me. His name was Ronald. His name was Ronald. We had somebody that lived in the back of us. Well, not like across the street and in the back of that street. He got bullied so bad I forgot about him. And I just remember a lot of us having a lot of compassion, but something had to be going on with his house because we never really saw the mother. And in our neighborhood, you're going to know the kids, you're going to know the mama, you're going to know the dad. That's just what it was. And we never seen his mom too much. He had a sister. What was his sister name? Oh, I can't think of his sister name right now. But she used to always wear these dresses, and he used to always have these suits on, and his shoes would be like having holes and stuff in them. But and a lot of us had a lot of compassion as kids. This was elementary. We knew something had to be going on, so a lot of us like was always treating them extra nice, but they did have a couple of people who would like say stuff to us, but it seemed like we all had a problem with those people who was talking about them. And I noticed the people that was talking about them, those were not people from our neighborhood. It was people that we didn't really know of anyways that did not have the compassion for him. But I remember a lot of people in our neighborhood used to always try to make them feel like nothing was the thing. Like we don't notice nothing, we don't see nothing. But I remember his name was Ronald. Man. And you just reminded me of him. Chris said, but kids get bullied because of the hairlines, the edges. Yep. Anything. I don't even know what to do about that. Like, what can you do? Because it's just the spirit. What they need to be doing is bringing nurturing programs into these schools. They need to make these kids go to nurturing programs with each other. Anybody who's ever been to the nurture program that I did, my sister knows about nurturing programs across the board because we're national facilitators for them. But if they brought those nurturing programs into the school and made those kids at a young age do the work that they wait until adults have the work to be done and give all adults all this stuff to fix the trauma. But if they would bring those nurturing programs into the schools while the kids are in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, have them work through the trauma they may be in or may have went through at that age, they will have less of that. But they're not worried about stuff like that. Let me see. Kenya said, I blame it on him being bullied all of his childhood. It could be, Kenya. I believe a child that look good will also feel good and do good in school because they feel good. I believe that too, good food. But what about, first of all, I totally understand what you mean about that. But can you feel good knowing that your uniform is clean, that it's ironed, that is well put together? Because I don't know if I necessarily have ever in my opinion, I've never agreed on my child. Like I I didn't want them. I don't know if they was feeling good with the clothes they wore or not, but I didn't want them to be get their value for themselves based on the clothes that they wear. Like, I don't know if they did. I never had this conversation. Maybe I need to call Asia and ask her on the phone. I don't know. But I never, those were not the reasons why I wanted them to feel good about themselves. It would be something that they achieved, probably something they created, something like that. But not, I never wanted to purchase clothes with the intent for them to say, that's the reason why I'm going to feel good about myself. There's so many other reasons why you can feel good about yourself that I don't want to narrow it down to anything materialistic for that matter. I'm going to be thinking about some things that you can do as a person in your brain, or like I said, something you created for you to feel good about. I don't, as a kid, I never wanted to put a lot of emphasis on that because I didn't want them to grow up as being people who thought that they were better than anybody for one, or to think that they should be judged based on that or anything like that. So that's just how I always felt about that good food. Let me see, 2000 all day, Chris. They done upgraded. Upgraded what? T1000. Oswald said, one more super chat to go. Have got my richer goal. She said, Nicole said, that's why I don't get the concept of uniforms, but now you know the originality of that was supposed to help identify children carrying weapons. Oh, in school. Okay. I never knew where it originated from either. I just knew that they did it, but I just knew what I always thought it was good for. So, okay. Let me see. Never knew that. Right, I never knew that. Ken said it happened in Missouri. Okay. Let me see. 2,000 said uniforms are cold. Never knew that. Right. We never knew that. Let me see. Chris said I have a great curriculum that embeds it all. Inbox me if y'all want to know. Yes. You need to get on here and talk to Chris. What's the day you want to come? Because you've been promising this for over a year now. Like, seriously. You've been promising this for over a year. And I think that you need to bring it now. I think it's time for you to bring it now. Because there's a lot of stuff going on. The tip. Men, it's okay to clip your nails. Well, your toenails. It's okay to clip your toenails. Don't tear up my sheets. Girl, you said tear the sheets all the way up. Definitely clip it if that's the case. Saret said, you have the last. Oh, Saret said she has the last super chat. Thank you, Saret. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all made it happen. Thank you. I never saw that little gold thing. Okay, let me see. Laverne said, yes, have to wear plain white shoes or a black shoe in my son's school that they graduate from. So, Laverne, do you feel like it limited Laverne, do you feel like your kids having to do that limited your child's ability to express themselves through the clothes that they wear? How do you feel about that now? Because I want to bring attention to what Saret said and see, as a parent, how do you think that affected them as showing like individuality or whatever, creativity or whatever? Nicole said, Chris, yes, remember the Columbus High School? Yes, I remember. Columbine, not Columbine. That was like the first one, right, Nicole? That was the first one that I think was, broadcasted for the world to know. I remember that one. Let me see. They were wearing trench coats. Yep. The shooters, yep, they were wearing those black trench coats and they came into school. Yep. The Columbine, I believe that was the first one. Nicole, I believe that was the first one. That set the standard. And then since then, it would be like years before we hear another one, then years, then it came down to like maybe every 2 years. It was like every year. Now we have multiple ones. Multiple. Lord, let me see. Per year. Let me see. Congratulations, Grandma. Reached her goal. Yes. Thank you, everyone who helped. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for that. T1000 said, Grandma, was that school? Was that school near you? Oh, no. The school that happened was at Madison. Madison is like 2 hours from here. Like 2 hours from here. That was close. That was close. Chris said, woo woo. Let me see. I think it was in a high school. Yeah, I think it was a high school, but I think, well, my best friend just told me, she said she thinks it was from like K something, like K3, K3, 4 or 5 or something. Good Food said, tip. Teach your child to treat others just how they would like to be treated. Yes, absolutely. I love what Tea Time with Chrissy says that. It's scary. Nicole said trench coat is at the stage for the school uniform. But it was uniforms before that. It was uniforms before but you mean more schools got into uniform because of that? Let me see. Chris said I never went back into a school library. Wow. Man. K, whatever, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 12th, right, Kenya? Laverne said it helped them, but still had to buy good name sneakers. Oh, with the okay. Yeah. Chris said clear backpacks, yep, and stuff. Yep, Nicole, yep, that's when it started saying like you gotta have a clear that most schools start getting those detectors in the schools at the front door so that they have to walk. That's such a we didn't have it when I was in school, of course, but then with my kids, did they have that? I don't think my kids had the detectors at the school, but I don't know if they have them now. But they didn't have detectors. But I know a lot of schools start getting detectors. That don't make no sense for no kids to have to walk through a metal detector. Like, don't that as a child? If I go to a place now, and if I go to an arena, say I'm going to a comedy show at an arena, when I have to walk through those metal detectors. In one instance, it may make me feel more safe, but it puts something in the back of my head that they have anticipated somebody bringing something in here that is not supposed to be in here. So even though I might enjoy that show, unconsciously I have a thought in my head that something could go down in here because they expect it because why do they have the metal detectors at the door? And I feel like in a school for a child that have to go walk through a metal detector, that's already set the stage that it's a possible, even though this is put in place for us to be safe, that it's a possibility that this is a place that could be unsafe. And that's crazy because back in my day I never felt like school was something to be unsafe. Back then, and even probably at my kids' age, back then, it was more probable for the kids to have an unsafe home environment before the school was unsafe. And now it's like vice versa. It's crazy. Let me see. Good Food said, tip. Let's normalize teaching our daughters how to be young ladies. Absolutely, Good Food. We gotta bring them back. We gotta bring them back. Like really. Nicole said, we did here in the South before that school was a fashion show. Yeah, we literally voted every year best dress. We did too. We did. You know what? We did used to have best dress, but I don't think we internalized that all year long. But like me looking back on that, like that is so like I didn't think about it as a child, but now that you just said that, I'm listening to it. Like, what are you saying as a school? As a school, if you literally said that we're not watching your well, they might be watching the grades. They might have got like a best academic award or something too. But the fact that you want to point that out for that to be a school standard that you would have to make to literally be awarded for it. Nicole, me thinking about that right now as you're putting that in there, that is sick, in my opinion. That is the sickest thing. Like, what are you doing as a school? Why would you want to bring that to the light like that? What do you say to all of the other kids that just don't have it? It don't mean they know less. It don't mean that their parents is no less. But why would you want to make them feel like, although I went through school, I could have never gotten in trouble. I could have got good grades, but because I was judged on how I dress, I can't get that. That's Nicole. I'm gonna skip that one because that'll bring back. Okay, Good Food said, and it doesn't mean wearing a slip under your dress, but have self-respect. Absolutely, Chris. Good Food said, I'm tired of seeing 13-year-olds wearing more makeup than a grandmother. It's a thing, like right. It's just a thing, and the reason why I say I can't speak on it is because I'm not having parents of this time. So I don't know. So I'm looking like that's why I never judge it because I'm like, okay, the parents who are doing that, are they just feeling like they're allowing their children to do what kids do? Because what maybe some people like when I was in school, people did go to the shop to get their hair done, but it wasn't like real, nothing like you had to do, because that's back when the little ponytail was up there. We had some hairstyles that was a style that didn't require all that then. So like later after me, that's when like wraps start coming in, where it's just a matter of you just getting your own hair done and you having a wrap in your head. Then it came to having like braids, getting your hair braided, and went into that. And then it was like now it's like the actual bundles. So I don't know if it's parents thinking I'm making my child, because I'm not a parent of that era, so I don't know what the parents are thinking. Are they thinking that this is just what the kids do now, and so that's what we do for this era? Because I can't think back in the early 2000s and 90s is what kids and parents are going through now, because times change. So I would like to hear from parents. That make me want to have a panel for parents that have teenage girls. Come tell us what y'all are up against, because those parents are not parents that had bundles, because the bundles went out back then. But they feel like they're giving their children what they feel they need for like hairstyles, because those bundles are becoming like a permanent hairstyle for children and for adults right now. So maybe they're just thinking like it's the same thing as them getting their hair done. Now the makeup, I don't know. I used to wear lipstick. It was like the mood lipstick back in the day when I used mood lipstick. I remember using an eyeliner. So is it that makeup has just evolved into a more detailed kind? Or was it even wrong for us to have the lipstick and the eyeliner back then? Like that's such a wide range of thinking, because I'm not that parent who's facing that situation right now. I almost don't even want to have an opinion on it. I don't think I would have been um doing it with my child. Well, I know I probably wouldn't, but nobody was doing it. I wasn't doing it because nobody was doing it. I don't even think makeup was a thing. I don't remember Asia really ever asking me about maybe lip gloss or something like that, or asking me something like that. So I wonder, like, I need to hear from parents who are saying this is what kids do now. I know it might sound crazy, but this is what they do. I don't know. Let me see. Shootings are way too common. My son went to Purdue. A teacher was unalive, and in graduate school at USC, another shooting while he was there. Wow, oh my gosh, he got a lot of that going on. Man, let me see. Good Food said, Christie's new girls probably don't even know what a slip. They don't know what a slip is. Chris went way back when she said that. Let me see. So true and sad. Trical Celever said NYC have metal protective since I was in school. Metal detectors, Laverne. Let me see. Wow, Kenya. Chris said elementary school too, Laverne. Thank you. Dang, who was that? It started with an S. Wait, I'm gonna be able to look on here. I hate how I can't see it on here, but I can see it on here, y'all. Let me see who that was. Shonda Thoughts. That was Shonda Thoughts. Thank you, Shonda. Okay, let me see. Nicole said, you're right. Let's not forget, we also had prayer every morning before the day started. Now, y'all remember I showed y'all I don't have it over here. That book that I showed for the grandparents. I asked that was one of the questions I had to ask her. And she said, asked, what is your opinion about prayer in the school? And she was saying how that definitely sets the tone for the kids' behavior and everything. She believed that prayer needs to definitely come back. Definitely come back. Chris said it's up to the parents to cover their kids in prayer. Absolutely. All I suggest is if the parents didn't do it then since the parents know we had it then, they took it out, then maybe we just got to say our own prayer in the morning if we want them to continue on having that. That's the only thing I can think of. Let me see. Chukal said, I really dislike when kids turn the school into a fashion show. I know, it's so... I just can't take it, because I have to just like sympathize with it. Don't mean it's a bad parent. It just means that it's a parent that got other things going on and that they can possibly do that, but they just don't have that as a priority. They can be thinking, I want to totally teach my kids against it. And they can be having some of everything else that they might need in life, but they just don't have that because it's not a priority in their household. It's not something that they make a major thing in their household. So how can they be judged on that? Oh, I hate that fashion show thing. Tiffany Adventurous said, right, that's a good point. I didn't think about, I didn't think of it like that until you broke it down. Tiffany said, okay, about the best dress. See, I didn't think about it either until she said. I was like, wait, we had best dress. Why we have best dress? Why was that important? That's what I just thought about. I didn't think about it either until she said that. We had to look cute. And but when I was in school, you can do that, but it just was not. It was like what you did, like it was like not what you absolutely wore. I don't know. It's just because even our designer clothes then they did not cost. It was a matter of just did your mother and father go to the store to get that Eyes shirt or that the Eyes shirt up under the sweatshirt. How many colors did you have of that? Are you wearing a lot of colors? Or do you have the orange tag Levi's and the red tag Levi's? Did you have the button fly one? It was more like that kind of thing. But even when you went out and bought those things, it didn't mean that it had to cost substantially more. Now you can put on some kind of what is it? Balenciaga. I don't know all them different name brands. You can put that on now, and the t-shirt could cost $300. So the kids are not going based on them liking it because it could just be letters saying the name of the brand. So how you say you just like the letters, but if they know that t-shirt costs $300, they start judging and wanting their social circles to be full of people who can afford the $300 shirt. It's not even about the way it looks and all that. So it's just more about can you spend that kind of money type thing. And that's what's sad about it to me. Let me see. Good Food said I have 2 teenage girls. Okay, so Good Food, what do you think about that? Hey, shake them up. Let me see. The verse said, not most because they have school safeties that, what is that? School safeties is called? School safeties that police officers, that are police officers in the high school and some junior high schools. They got to have whole police officers in there now? Thankful that I have a boy. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, because those girls got to be expensive for parents now. Like, I don't know. Chukal said, my niece is in the 12th grade and has never had bundles. All she wear is braids if she's not wearing her natural hair. See, Chukal, I didn't even know that. First of all, I don't have any high school, like, I don't have any, well, my niece is in high school, but this is her first year of high school. But I don't have high school kids around me. I don't have a lot of friends around me that I see every day or see around me that live in my city for me to see. So I just assumed the bundles was just like a way of life now, maybe, because if I see any pictures or anything, that's all I see. So I was like, maybe that's what the girls do now. Hi, Aquarius. How you doing? Thanks for coming into the chat. Let me see. Chip Cow said my daughter has, let me see. Oh, my daughter was never into bundles and makeup. She's 20 and still doesn't wear makeup, only lashes. Okay. So all of the babies are not doing it. Good Food said the most of my girls can do is lip gloss. My girls wear braids, if not braids, natural. That is good to hear because I thought it was a mandatory. I was like, so all the girls got to wear bundles now? Because that's all I see all I can see it on is like social media, because it's either I see it on social media or I do have cousins that I might see. I don't really go on Facebook, but if I flick a little bit, they definitely have the makeup in the bundle. So I'm like, maybe that's what kids do nowadays or something. Let me see. Tips. It's better to be seen than heard. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shauna said, sorry, nope. You got to let kids be kids. So no makeup or bundles till 10th or 11th grade. Yeah. So Shauna is saying this is for today's kids. That no, she said no to all of that. You got to wait until they 10th or 11th grade. Like I just remember Asia, like when she was like in the 11th or 12th. I remember like that was back when we was putting crimps in the hair. Like that was, the hair, you just use the flat iron. Not the flat iron, but those crimp curlers. I remember doing that. I remember she started wearing a wrap. That's all it was. Or either she'll go get braids. That's what it was then. I just thought it was something new out. T1000 said my middle daughter loved wigs It has a lot of hair. I always tell her to wear her own hair, and she refuses. Oh, because those bundles, that is a hairstyle. That's why I was wondering, is it a hairstyle? Is it validated? Like, do we validate it as a hairstyle? Because it is a hairstyle. It is not nothing absolutely new. I think the bundles have always been there, but we've never worn them the way we wear them now. So I was like, I wonder, is that considered just a hairstyle? Do you let the kids just have the hairstyle? I don't know. Is it a big difference if we let them get the braids that might be long because that's hair too? Is that the same thing as tracks? I don't know. But I only have boys, so I don't know. Chris said, "Oh, you only have a boy." Yeah, yeah, yeah. The verse said, "My daughter is a natural girl. She sometimes wear a wig, but she do it herself. Luckily, also she does it herself, so you don't have to pay for it." I know that's right. The way those bundles cost, I think Age would have her feelings hurt. Well, as much as those bundles and stuff cost, and how much it costs to install, she probably would have just been getting her feelings hurt, and she would have just been feeling whatever. I don't think I would have been able to do it. That would have hurt my feelings so much that I just wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have been like, "That's so bad, so sad for you, but you're not gonna be able to participate in that." Let me see. Also, this her last year in high school. Also, long, thick hair with beautiful toned skin color. Beautiful toned skin color. Okay, Laverne. Let me see. In my time, don't wear no bobs. Oh no, bobos. In my time, don't wear no bobos. No, I don't think we didn't have no. You talking about the little hairballs? We didn't have those either. Let me see. Shake them up. Say, I think to some people, fashion is what makes them feel good. Yeah. Even between my kids, my daughter has to have every new shoe that comes out, but she doesn't judge people who don't. My son don't care at all. That's how my daughter was always. She would like. I went back then. That was like in the early 2000s. I remember that's when like Aeropostale was out, like H&M was out a lot, Ed Hardy was out a lot. So she was doing more things like that. My son had every opportunity if he wanted to, but he did not. He was a Vans kind of person. Now, he might have wanted every color in the Vans. He wanted all the different designs because I think he loved the creativity of Vans. But because everybody had a Jordan, he never wanted a Jordan. Any Jordans he had was because he was too young to tell me that he didn't want them. He was not fixated on no brand. He never did that because he was always turned off about people's perception of brand name clothes, and he never wanted. But my daughter was totally different. She was totally different. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say girls and boys are different because I'm sure you can find the same situation, vice versa. But that's how my kids were too. Shake them up. They were just like night and day. My daughter didn't have to have it, but if she had a choice that she could, she just go ahead and do it. But my son was like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Like, he just wasn't into, like, if everybody else got that, I don't want it. He was very individualized. He really was. Let me see. Shana Thoughts said, with my child, I wasn't with the tight clothes. I wasn't with halter tops. We didn't do Daisy Dukes or coochie cutters. Dressed as a kid, played with dolls. Yes. Yes. I didn't have that issue with Asia at all. Like, Asia was real weird. She was so weird that this is how weird she was. She, like, say if she had, like, on a polo shirt or something right on, she'll have, she wanted a t-shirt on, like, you'll be able to see the t-shirt up under the polo. For some reason, she wanted two shirts on. And I'm like, why you want two shirts on? It's hot outside. She want two shirts on all the time. She would never wear shorts or nothing like that. She always had it. So I didn't necessarily have the issue with her because she just wasn't into it. She wasn't into it. She much different than now, but back then she wasn't. I couldn't pay her. I couldn't pay her to put nothing like that on back then. Let me see. Good Food said, tip, stay in your kids' business. Check those phones. Stay alert. Oh, if I had a child this day and time, every time they make a phone call, first of all, I would have something. This is what I would do for my kids. At this day and time, these kids get into so much. There's no way I wouldn't have, if they had a feature. I don't even know if they had a feature. Every phone call and text that come through their phone come through mine. Like, it'd have to be dual. like a dual line. I don't even know if I would be able to let my kids have them. This day and time, I would have had to say zero on the privacy. You don't have no privacy till you get 18, because the privacy you give kids now can open them up into a whole world of something. Like, I know. And I used to call myself watching their phones a lot back then. They don't even know to this day that I did. But the way stuff is set up today, I would have to know. I would have to know. As for me, I could care less. I will mix and match all the brands. Yeah. Walmart and all. Like, we didn't have that back then. Like I said, we had like the Levi's and stuff, but it was like everybody was doing it anyways. It wasn't like nobody was standing out. It was like if the Levi's was out, we all wear the Levi's. It was nobody standing. I hope it didn't knock out my sound. Let me see if it knocked out my sound. Let's see. Wanted a t-shirt on. Let me see. Walmart, no, like we didn't have. Okay, I hope it didn't knock my sound out. Okay, now the sound should be okay. I hope it is. Let me make sure. Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah. Okay. Shake him up said, but then my little niece who's 10. Okay, thanks, Chris. My little niece who's 10 is opposite. She wants to go on hauls to Sephora, Ulta, etc. But uh-oh. She put me on to the, what is that? Saudi Janeiro sprays? What is that? Saudi Janeiro sprays. Tell me what that is. Shake them up. What is that? You make me want to screenshot it to see what it is later. What is it? Okay, Chakal said, these high school kids now wear bundles and a full face of makeup to school. They look like adults. They are looking like adults. That's for sure. They are looking like adults. Because anybody who does the makeup the way they do it, period, at any age, like if you're 17, you're going to look like an adult. You can do it at 10 years old. You're going to look like an adult because it gives you a way more mature look. Yvonne said, my daughter is in high school and she don't care for makeup or weaves. Okay. So I guess the kids are, it's just a matter of it sounds like some girls are on here on that and some are not. Jocal says, plus the hormones in the food, yes, they're very fully developed, yep, and shaped like grown women. Yes, they are. Laverne said, my mom always shop on sale. My mom always shop on sale. Also went to outlet stores too. Plus I did it for my kids. Okay, Laverne, yes. Yes, because name brands don't always mean that you paid the full price either. It don't always mean that. And people shouldn't be judged on what them costs anyway. Even if you like the design of it, it shouldn't be dependent on what the cost is. The cost, you should like the design, whether it's $3 or $300. Do you like the design? Then that's the reason why you buy it, not because of what it costs. Let me see. Now these kids are definitely looking like grown-up adults. Absolutely. Yes. Let me see. Shake them up. Say, yes, Chris. They be looking older than me. Yes, walking around my kid's school. Yep. Like, what? Right? Hey, OMG. Exactly. Shake them up said, but it doesn't even just be the makeup. Some of them just look older. Okay. Yeah. Because those bodies and everything are already together. Yep. Shake them up facts. Let me see. Taller than you, yes. They got that height on them. I don't know, they just looking grown these days. Shauna said, let me see, females today have been conditioned to think that weaves are good protective styles. Yeah, they are teaching them that, yes, that they're protective styles. But I think about our edges and all the dirt buildup, but but to exact their own build up, but to probably like wear their own shot of thoughts. Yeah, I guess it can depend on like It got to depend on what the parents feel about it too, what they're compromising with the child, the education they can give the children about their hair to help them make the decision if they want to do it. I guess that entails a lot of you a parent nowadays. All of that. Trical said, Gamma, it's not even the bundles anymore. It's the wig and $200. It's the, girl, no, Adrian would have been having her feelings hurt, or learning how to do it herself. I probably would have been learning how to do it myself. I be wondering how much these kids' parents make that they can keep up with their hair down like that. Like, how are they? The kids got to be learning how to do their makeup themselves, because I know whenever I go get my makeup done, I got to go to a makeup artist to do that. So therefore, these kids got to be either knowing how to do it or their friends have learned how to do it so that they can be able to do that. Because how you pull that off, I know good and well you're not going to see a makeup artist every morning. So how do they even work? I don't know. Chris said, yep, edges be gold at 12. That's all. Yes, the air pasta. Yep, Albert. What was that? Abercrombie. What was it? Abercrombie. Abercrombie. I remember that. I remember that. All of that. Yep, I remember that. Shake him up said, I'm screaming. Y'all know I keep forgetting what those initials mean. Okay, let me see. Good Food said, tip, stop clocking that T if you can't do algebra. Oh my God, no, that's right. Laura Nicole said, my nephews and nieces are the same. Somebody is getting tickets to pick those shoes up every time they drop. Yeah, some parents don't be playing about that. They're gonna be there every time. Every time. Let me see. Got traction. What is it? Got traction alopecia before 10. Aw. That is true. That is true. Man. That is so true. You are not lying about that, because that's exactly what it's gonna cause. But the parents don't be thinking about that. They don't be thinking about that. People thought, say, Chris, that's what you were talking about. That's crazy. My baby's 11, but she likes weave with braids only. Like that braided hair. She better not ask about her wigs or bundles. Because Houston, we're going to have a problem, Lord. They don't be surprised if she asks. That is a thing, though. T1000, just get ready, because it is a thing. Chris laughing at Shonda. Yes, Chris, I'm sick of them. Good Food says, Lord. T1000 says, Shonda, dang. Chris said, T1000, yes, them edges will be gone, girl. Dang, that's so sad. And they might be gone forever because of that. Okay, y'all can hear me. Yes, you can hear. Okay. Let me see. Yes, I can't stand FaceTime for the teas. Why? What happened on the FaceTime, can you? T1000. Thanks, Gabrielle. I see that. Jewel coming up there. Thank you. Chris, I wonder if mom cares. Oh, who's that? Gabrielle, thanks again for the thumbs up, girl. I see it. Let me see. Because I wonder if mom cares that edges are gone. At that tender age, I wouldn't be able to take it. Yeah, yeah, that's something. Like that and be failing tremendously in school. Can't walk, can't walk with the original class because they clock it at T. Dang. Lord, Chris said I have personal issues with my edges. Laugh out loud, so I'm sure mamas know. Dang. Now, if they care, I don't know, she said. That's a whole different story. Shake Bo said, it's a line of fragrance. You for sure have to check them out. I'll check them out, check them out. Which one should I get? Put in the chat, which one should I get? Let me see. Nicole say, yep, I love my Levi's and K-Swiss. Yes, and them K-Swiss. Yes, definitely them K-Swiss. You didn't care if you had 50 of them pair, but you have to keep on getting the same K-Swiss. Let me see, but I'm not a fashionista. I still like getting more bang for my buck. Yeah, that's how I am, Nicole. Like, seriously, I don't care if I like something that costs something. Yes, I'll get it, but I have to really like it. But because I'm not out there trying to search for that kind of brand, most of the time I ain't even gonna know it exists. So if I stumble across it and I'd be like, oh, I just like that so much, and it happened to be this, I might feel like I gotta get it. But that's only 1% of the time, literally, because I don't value clothes like that. From JCPenney, Chris said, the verse said, my daughter doesn't like makeup. She don't like makeup. Hey, Candy. Thanks for coming to the chat. T1000 said, Chris, I understand, but a young girl should have their edges a wig. A wig or weave shouldn't be the reason. I'm sorry. Yeah, at least if the parents are allowing the kids to do the weave or the bundles, just try to research. Well, I don't know if it's a way, but research ways that you can help them protect their little edges while they in that era of wearing them styles. Chris said, I agree to 1,000. My nieces are all natural. The oldest is 22. Okay. Chris said, I've been through hot coals, perms, wraps. Yes. And back to natural with the weaver wig. Yes. I know I permed some hair a lot of years. But I think I've been natural since 2015. Yeah, like 2015, maybe 14. No, 2015. I've been natural since 2015. And Brielle said, hey, she's speaking to everybody. Let's see. Chris says, send up, what's sitting on the damn yellow page? Get my scalp burn. Yes. Yes. They're going to bring out the books for the kids fast. Marcus speaking to everybody. Good Food said their mama be doing because she applying gel and making baby hairs for them. Aw. I hope they be able to grow back after this because that might not even be the style like 5 years from now. And I hope they don't have to lose their edges because of that. And people been wearing wigs since maybe because it's lace front wigs. Because they've been using wigs forever. What is making the edges come out from them now? Let me see. I've never had a wig. I don't feel like dealing with my own hair. I wouldn't dare add more with extra length. Yeah, I get like I don't know why these locks don't make me hot, but hair being down, like with my wraps or whatever, when I used to let my wraps down, they did make me hot. Soon as hair come on my face, it usually makes me hot. I don't know why I don't get hot with these locks. I don't know what the reason is, but hair usually makes me hot, but they don't make me hot for some reason. Let me see. Good Food, Good Mess. This is the year for long nails, long eyelashes, baby hair, and pink bubblicious bubblegum. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I've been natural since 2020, Candy said. Okay. Chicago said I'm over it. Chris said they put lace fronts on babies. I seen that. I seen it all. I don't know if they really doing that or if they did that for the views. I'm going to say that they did that for the views. I'm not going to believe that they really, really doing that for the kids. I ain't going to believe that. Let me see. The glue is making the hair fall out. But Yvonne, didn't they wear the glue back then? Like, back in the day, wasn't it glue? I don't understand. Laverne said a lot of people think you have to wear, that you have to wear glue to wear a wig, but you don't. You don't have to. Uh, plus learn to cut the laces. You don't have to. Plus learn, cut my laces that have used glue. You learn to cut your laces so you don't have to use glue, you say, Laverne? So you don't have to use glue with the lace front? She said, Katie said, oh, babies. Let me see. Yes, I've seen it in person, Chris. I saw it on Facebook, but I thought they were just doing that just for like for content. I never seen that. I never seen that. But I believe it. I do believe it. I do believe it. Like, because I do know of some parents that add hair. The youngest I know somebody to add hair to a child was, I think, 6 months old. I think she was like 6 months old. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why would that be that important at that age? It's going too far, in my opinion, because there's parents out here that can roll with it. But in my opinion, I would be going too far if I did that. But if they feel like that's what they want to do, I guess that's just what they want to do. But for me, I would be going way too far to even entertain that a little bit. Okay, y'all, we have made it to the bottom. Thanks so much for coming into the chat. Thanks to all of those people who are green in the screen, who are the members. What kind of style, Chris? She said, yeah, what kind of style was that in at that younger age, like in the ponytails? Let us know. Good Food said, BBL, boba tea, Starbucks. I just want some water seafood boil with the extra butter sauce. I'm glad 2004 is at the end of this chapter. I know that's right. Ponytail. Chris said it was a ponytail draw. Wow. Send it to me, Chris. If you see, oh, you said this was in real life. I'm gonna have to look that up and see how they look, because I'm sure it's on there. With a bag, with a suit bag. They said that baby ain't going without their hair by any means necessary. But I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is dropping like it's hot. Topics Wednesday. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bring y'all topics, because we're gonna talk about whatever it is tomorrow. I'm supposed to be off, even though I had a couple days off the other days. But I was supposed to be off, so y'all bring your topics. I hope it was for a performance. Me too, Tracal. Chris said, bye, y'all. That's crazy. Vine Silver said, meant to say, I learned how to cut the laces certain way on your head so that you don't have to wear the glue, right? That's what I think. Thanks, Saret. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for everybody greeting the screen. Thanks for, look at that, $1.70 in my jewels. And thanks for all of the super stickers. But it was super chats, too. That's weird because I thought they said the one was going to be gone at the games. I don't know what YouTube is out here doing, but thanks for everybody that sent a super chat or super sticker, and y'all let me get the goal. That was my first time using a goal feature on there, so y'all let me meet my goal. I'm so appreciative for that. I appreciate y'all. Okay, Tracal is dropping her milestone 9 months silver. Thank you, Tracal. Just committed and dedicated and loyal to his Gamma's world. Thank you, Tracal. I appreciate you. Let me see. Let me see. Good night, y'all. Tracal said. Good food said. Good night, y'all. Been missing the lives. Yes. Catch them when you can, girl. Replay them. Yvonne said, have a good one, everyone. Yep, y'all have a good night, and I hope to see y'all. Where's my, oh, I need a mouse on the phone, Lord. I hope to see y'all tomorrow on the live. If I don't see y'all in somebody else's chat. Thanks for everybody who came in. Thanks for all the palm trees that y'all dropped for my son. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.